Welcome back to the channel, where today we explore one of the most unexpected treasures in American coin history. Get ready for an in-depth journey into the world of the 1961 D-Mint Mark Jefferson 5-cent nickel coin. This simple-looking coin, which may be sitting unnoticed in your pocket change or tucked away in an old drawer, could be worth up to an astonishing $99,805 in today's market. That's right. A coin once worth just 5 cents could now be worth a small fortune. Let's dive into the incredible story behind this rare and valuable piece of American numismatic history. The Jefferson nickel series began in the year 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, which had been in circulation since 1913. The Jefferson design was created by artist Felix Schlag, whose classic portrait of Thomas Jefferson graced the obverse, or front, of the coin. The reverse of the coin featured Jefferson's famous Virginia home, Monticello, a neoclassical architectural masterpiece. These nickels were produced using a combination of copper and nickel, and they quickly became a staple of everyday commerce throughout the United States. Now let's fast forward to 1961. This year was a turning point for the Jefferson nickel series due to a number of factors. The Denver Mint, identified by the small letter D just to the right of Monticello on the reverse side of the coin, struck millions of these nickels in 1961. In fact, the total mintage exceeded 216 million coins. On the surface, it might seem that such a large mintage would make this coin common and not worth much more than its face value. But here is where things take an unexpected and fascinating turn. Among these millions of coins struck at the Denver Mint, a very limited number were produced with superior strike quality, rare die varieties, and mint errors that now command incredible premiums in the collector's market. Some of the most sought-after varieties include coins with full steps on Monticello, meaning the architectural detail on the building's front steps is completely visible and not worn or poorly struck. These full steps nickels are significantly more valuable because they demonstrate exceptional minting standards during a time when strike quality was inconsistent. But what makes the 1961 D. Jefferson nickel truly special are the rare specimens that were preserved in pristine condition for more than 60 years. Collectors today search specifically for coins in mint state, meaning the coin has never been circulated and retains all of its original luster. Even more impressive are those coins that have been professionally graded by top organizations like the Professional Coin Grading Service, or PCGS, and received high mint state grades such as MS66 or MS67.1, extremely rare example of a 1961 D. Jefferson nickel in MS67 full steps condition shocked the numismatic world when it sold for $99,805 in a public auction. This record-breaking sale drew attention from collectors, investors, and everyday Americans who suddenly realized that one of the most ordinary coins in their collection could be hiding exceptional value. So, how can you tell if your 1961 D. Jefferson nickel is worth a lot of money? First, you'll want to carefully examine the condition of the coin. Look for sharp, crisp details and no signs of circulation wear. Check the steps on Monticello. If you can count all 5 or 6 steps clearly, you may be looking at a full steps variety, which is worth much more. Next, inspect the coin for any unusual characteristics, like doubling of letters or numbers, off-center strikes, or die cracks, which can significantly increase the coin's value. It's also important to note that professional grading is key to unlocking the full market value of your coin. Coins that have been authenticated and graded by PCGS or NGC often sell for much higher prices because buyers trust the certification process. If you believe you have a 1961 D. Jefferson nickel in outstanding condition or with a rare variety, consider submitting it to a grading service for evaluation. Collectors and investors alike are always on the hunt for rare coins that combine historical significance, scarcity, and stunning visual appeal. The 1961 D. Jefferson nickel fits all 3 categories perfectly, especially when found in high grade with full steps. This coin stands as a remarkable reminder that even in the most common places, in your change jar, your childhood coin album, or a forgotten drawer, hidden treasures can be found. So the next time you come across an old 5-cent nickel, take a closer look. It might not just be pocket change, it might be a key to unlocking thousands of dollars. The story of the 1961 Jefferson nickel proves that American coins are not just a part of history, they are history, value, and mystery combined into one small piece of metal. Thank you for joining us on this fascinating journey through coin history. If you found this video informative and exciting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more incredible stories about rare and valuable coins. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update about the coins that could change your life. Keep hunting, keep learning, and as always, happy collecting. Welcome back, coin collectors, rare coin lovers, and numismatic treasure hunters. In today's exciting and very detailed episode, we are diving deep into the history, unique features, and market value of one of the most mysterious and valuable coins from the late 20th century, the 1978 no-mint Mark Jefferson 5-cent nickel coin. This humble 5-cent piece may look ordinary at first glance, but hidden within its copper-nickel alloy is a story of rarity, collector passion, and jaw-dropping value. Some of these coins have stunned the numismatic world by fetching a staggering price of up to $45,987 in today's collector market. So sit back and prepare for a fascinating journey into the world of this rare nickel. Let us begin with the rich and important historical background. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in the year 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel that had been in circulation since 1913. The Jefferson nickel featured a left-facing profile portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States and principal author of the Declaration of Independence. The reverse design showcased Jefferson's iconic home, Monticello, a neoclassical masterpiece that still stands in Charlottesville, Virginia. This design was created by artist Felix Schlag, whose work was selected through a national competition. The Jefferson nickel was meant to represent not only American values of liberty and democracy, but also to modernize the image of U.S. coinage during that period. Fast forward to the year 1978. This was a pivotal time in United States coin production. It was the final year before the United States Mint underwent significant changes in their design and coin striking processes. In 1978, Jefferson nickels were struck at two main U.S. mint facilities, Philadelphia and Denver. Coins from the Denver Mint bear the D Mint mark, while those from the Philadelphia Mint are typically struck without any mint mark at all. This is where the story of the 1978 no-mint Mark Jefferson nickel becomes fascinating. Although many collectors overlook coins without mint marks, assuming them to be common, certain 1978 no-mint Mark Jefferson nickels are not only rare, but also come with striking errors and exceptional condition that elevate their value into the thousands. The majority of 1978 no-mint Mark Jefferson nickels were mass-produced and circulated widely, but a small number were struck using highly polished dies that produced proof-like surfaces. These proof-like nickels, when preserved in near-perfect condition, became the focus of top collectors. What sets them apart is not just the lack of a mint mark, but their superior strike quality, perfect details, and unblemished surfaces. Some even feature full steps on Monticello, a detail that refers to the clear and complete rendering of the steps leading up to Jefferson's home on the reverse side. Full steps examples are extremely rare and command significant premiums in the numismatic market. As we move into the characteristics of the 1978 no-mint Mark Jefferson nickel. The coin weighs 5 grams and is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel. Its diameter is 21.2 millimeters and the coin is rimmed with a plain edge. The obverse features Thomas Jefferson facing left with the words "I in God We Trust" on the left side and "Liberty" and the date 1978 on the right. The reverse design includes a striking image of Monticello, with the inscriptions E Pluribus Unum at the top, Monticello at the center, and 5 cents United States of America below it. This simple yet elegant design has remained a staple of American coinage for decades. Now, let us talk about why some examples of this coin are worth a fortune. While most circulated examples of the 1978 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel are worth only face value or slightly more, rare varieties and exceptionally preserved specimens can command extraordinary prices at auctions. Coins graded at the highest levels by professional grading services, such as MS-67 or higher with full steps designation, are among the most desired. One such example was recently sold for an astonishing $45,987 due to its mirror-like finish, perfect preservation, and complete full-step strike. Collectors are willing to pay this premium because such coins are nearly impossible to find in circulation and represent the absolute best quality for that issue year. But how can you identify if you have a valuable 1978 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel? First, carefully examine the reverse under magnification. Look at the steps of Monticello. If all 5 or 6 steps are visible and clearly separated, you may have a full steps coin. Secondly, assess the overall surface condition. If the coin has minimal scratches, deep luster, and no signs of wear, it may grade as mint state. Third, consider sending your coin to a reputable grading company such as PCGS or NGC for authentication and certification. A high-grade designation from these services can greatly increase the value and desirability of your coin. It is also important to be aware of any striking errors that may further elevate the coin's value. Double dies, off-center strikes, or die clashes are some of the rarities that collectors love to discover. A double die error on the lettering or Monticello's architectural details can multiply a coin's value many times over. If you happen to find such a coin in your pocket change, it is like striking modern-day treasure. Some collectors and dealers even attend coin shows and conventions just to hunt for rare Jefferson nickels with these rare features. The demand for rare 5-cent Jefferson nickels continues to grow among U.S. coin collectors. As more people begin to learn about the hidden value in common-looking coins, attention is shifting toward those that were once ignored. Coins from the late 1970s are especially gaining interest, and the 1978 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel is now considered one of the most collectible nickels of its time. Online auction sites, estate sales, and private collections are all potential sources for finding one of these valuable coins. So, what should you do if you have a 1978 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in your possession? Do not spend it. Take a closer look. Check for full steps. Check the condition. If the coin looks shiny and sharp, it might be uncirculated. If you believe your coin might be valuable, store it safely in a coin flip or a plastic holder and get it examined by a professional numismatist. Remember, even a small coin like a nickel can be worth thousands if it has the right combination of rarity, condition, and demand. We conclude today's in-depth journey through the story of the 1978 no-mint mark Jefferson 5-cent nickel coin. We hope you've gained valuable insights and perhaps even the motivation to check your spare change. Coins like these prove that history, design, and demand can come together to create true modern treasures. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more content on rare and valuable coins, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our weekly updates on coins worth a lot of money. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and maybe one day, you'll be the lucky person who finds a 1978 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel worth $45,987 right in your pocket. Happy collecting! Welcome back to the channel where we reveal the hidden treasures lying in your coin jars, forgotten drawers, and old collections. Today, we are going to talk about a remarkable coin from American history that could turn your pocket change into a fortune. That coin is the 1959 D-mint mark Jefferson 5-cent nickel. Yes, you heard that right. A coin minted in 1959 that many people overlook could be worth a staggering $90,812 in today's collector's market. So sit tight, grab a cup of coffee, and let us dive deep into the rich story, the rarity, and the hidden value of this underestimated American nickel. First, let us explore the history of this iconic coin. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938 when it replaced the Buffalo nickel design. The new design featured a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. Designed by Felix Schlag, the obverse shows a left-facing bust of Jefferson, while the reverse features his beloved home Monticello, which still remains a powerful symbol of American heritage. The 1959 Jefferson nickel continued this design, but introduced some subtle improvements in strike and clarity, especially from the Denver Mint, where this particular coin was produced. Now, let us talk about the mint itself. The Denver Mint, marked by the D Mint mark, was responsible for producing over 136 million Jefferson nickels in the year 1959 alone. That number may sound large, but what makes the 1959 D Jefferson nickel valuable is not just how many were made, but rather how few have survived in pristine condition. Most of these coins went into everyday circulation, got scratched, damaged, or worn down. Finding one today in perfect, uncirculated condition, especially with strong strike details and lustrous shine, is extremely rare. What collectors look for in a valuable 1959 D Jefferson nickel is more than just its age. It comes down to condition, rarity, and specific coin details. Coins that are graded by professional coin grading services such as PCGS or NGC and receive a grade of Mint State 67 or higher are the ones that command the highest values. Especially nickels with full steps visible on the Monticello building on the reverse side, also known as full steps designation, are highly coveted. Full steps means the lines on the Monticello stairs are completely visible and undisturbed, which indicates an incredibly well-struck coin with no wear. Now let's get to the exciting part. In recent auctions, a flawless 1959 D Jefferson nickel with full steps and certified by PCGS in a Mint State 67 plus condition sold for an unbelievable $90,812. That's right, this 5-cent coin, which was once used to buy a piece of candy, is now a luxury item that can be traded like a piece of gold. Coin collectors and numismatists are always in search of such rarities, and the demand for these high-grade vintage nickels is growing rapidly. In a world where digital currencies dominate the headlines, old physical coins like the 1959 D nickel still hold a strong place in collectors' hearts and wallets. So, how do you know if you have a 1959 D Jefferson nickel worth that much? First, check for the D Mint mark located to the right of Monticello on the reverse side of the coin. Then examine the condition of the coin under a magnifying glass. Look for clear details, sharp edges, no scratches, and especially the full steps on Monticello. If you believe your coin may be in exceptional condition, consider sending it to a grading service for professional evaluation. Even if your coin doesn't reach the highest value, many 1959 D nickels still sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars if they are in decent condition. Keep in mind that values vary depending on the market, condition, and demand. But the fact that a small 5-cent piece from the mid-20th century could be worth over $90,000 today is a testament to the enduring value of rare coins. This is why it is important not to overlook even the most ordinary-looking coins in your collection. The next time you come across an old Jefferson nickel, especially one from 1959 with a D Mint mark, don't toss it aside. It might just be your hidden fortune waiting to be discovered. Whether you are a seasoned coin collector or a curious beginner, remember that every coin has a story and some stories are worth a fortune. Subscribe to the channel for more exciting discoveries about rare coins that could make you rich. Share this video with your friends and family so they too can check their change jars for treasures. Leave a comment below if you think you have a rare coin or want me to review any specific ones in future videos. Until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and stay curious about the coins you carry every day. Your fortune may be in your pocket right now. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Welcome back to another exciting episode on rare and valuable coins that could be hiding in your pocket change. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1977 no-mint Mark Jefferson 5-cent nickel coin. This is not just any nickel. This is a coin that has stunned collectors and enthusiasts alike due to its surprising worth, rich history, and increasing rarity in today's numismatic market. The coin we are about to explore has reached a staggering current market value of $66,823, and believe it or not, it could be lying unnoticed in your coin jar right now. Let's begin with the origins and history of the Jefferson nickel series. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. It features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, on the obverse, or front side of the coin. Designed by artist Felix Schlag, the Jefferson nickel became a staple of American coinage due to its consistent design and wide circulation. The reverse of the coin originally featured Monticello, Jefferson's estate in Virginia, and this design remained relatively unchanged for decades. Fast forward to 1977, a year when the United States Mint produced millions of Jefferson nickels. These coins were struck in large quantities at various mints, primarily the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. The Philadelphia Mint, during this time, traditionally did not include a mint mark on its coins, which is why the 1977 Jefferson nickel bears no mint mark if it was produced in Philadelphia. But what makes certain 1977 no mint mark nickels stand out is not just the absence of the mint mark, but rather rare die errors, doubling off-center strikes, and pristine condition that elevate their numismatic value beyond imagination. Now, let's talk about what makes a specific 1977 no mint mark Jefferson nickel worth over $66,000. The value of a coin is determined by several key factors, including rarity, demand, condition or grade, and any special errors or characteristics. In the case of the high-value 1977 nickel, it is usually a combination of being in mint state or even proof-like condition, having full steps on the Monticello building, and possessing unique die characteristics such as double die obverse or reverse, strong strike details, and complete luster point. One of the most sought-after features in Jefferson nickels is the full steps designation. This refers to the steps on the Monticello building on the reverse side of the coin. If a coin has 5 or 6 fully defined steps without any interruption, it qualifies for the full steps designation, which dramatically increases its value. Coins with this feature that are also in near-perfect condition and uncirculated can be graded by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC at levels like MS67 or MS68, which is an extremely high grade for a nickel from that year. Let's not forget that certain error types on 1977 Jefferson nickels have also commanded significant premiums at auction houses. Double die errors, where the image appears doubled due to a misalignment during minting, off-center strikes where part of the design is missing or misaligned, and even planchet errors where the metal composition is flawed can all turn a common nickel into a coin worth thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars. Collectors are always on the hunt for these anomalies, and the rarity of these conditions can make even the smallest flaw a treasure. So, how did a particular 1977 no mint mark Jefferson nickel reach the jaw-dropping price of $66,823? According to auction records and certified sales, one such coin achieved this high price because it checked all the boxes. It was a flawless example of its kind, with exceptional luster, a perfect strike, and full steps that were clearly visible under magnification. Moreover, it was verified and authenticated by one of the leading coin grading services, boosting buyer confidence and attracting high bids from collectors around the world. The rarity of finding such a pristine 1977 no mint mark nickel in circulation made it a standout coin, worthy of such a significant valuation. If you are wondering whether you might have one of these valuable coins in your possession, here's what you need to do. First, check your 1977 Jefferson nickels and look for the absence of a mint mark, which means it came from the Philadelphia Mint. Next, examine the coin closely under a magnifying glass or take it to a professional numismatist to see if it has full steps on the Monticello. Check for any doubling in the lettering or design elements, and look for a strong, clean strike with no signs of wear. If your coin appears to be in uncirculated or mint state condition, it might be worth submitting it for professional grading. A small investment in certification could unlock the door to a massive return if your coin turns out to be one of the rare gems from this series. In conclusion, The 1977 no-mint mark Jefferson 5-cent nickel is more than just a piece of pocket change. It's a coin that represents history, artistry, and hidden value. While millions were produced, only a handful are in pristine enough condition or possess the rare characteristics to be valued at over $66,000. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone with a jar full of old coins, it's time to start checking your change and paying closer attention to the nickels you come across. One day, you might just find that one special coin that turns a quiet day into an extraordinary windfall. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed learning about this incredible coin, don't forget to like this video, share it with fellow coin lovers, and subscribe to the channel for more amazing discoveries in the world of rare and valuable coins. Keep your eyes open, your coins safe, and your curiosity alive, because the next big treasure might just be in your own hands. Welcome back to the channel where we explore the incredible world of rare and valuable coins that could be sitting right in your pocket or tucked away in your old coin jar. In today's video, we're going to uncover the shocking and fascinating history behind one of the most unexpected treasures in the world of U.S. coinage, the 1980 mint mark Jefferson 5-cent nickel coin. This particular coin, minted in Denver, might seem like just another ordinary nickel to the untrained eye, but what if I told you it could be worth as much as $68,834 in today's collector's market? Yes, you heard that right. A 5-cent nickel from 1980 can be worth tens of thousands of dollars if it possesses certain rare characteristics. So make sure you stay tuned all the way to the end, because we're going to walk you through the full coin history, the specific errors to look for, and why this coin has become so valuable today. Let's begin by stepping back in time to the year 1980. America was in the midst of major social and economic change. The economy was experiencing inflation, gas prices were fluctuating, and Ronald Reagan was gearing up for a major presidential campaign. Amidst all this, the United States Mint continued its job of producing billions of coins to support daily commerce. Among them was the Jefferson nickel, a coin that had already been in circulation since 1938, featuring the distinguished portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his famous home, Monticello, on the reverse. The Jefferson nickel was designed by sculptor Felix Schlag and had become a staple in American pockets for decades. Now, the 1980 Jefferson nickel was struck at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D mint mark located on the coin just to the right of Jefferson's portrait. That year, the Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of these nickels, approximately 593 million to be exact. With such a high mintage number, you might be wondering how any coin from this year and mint could possibly be worth over $68,000. The answer lies in the details, the very specific and rare coin characteristics that make certain examples of the 1980 nickel incredibly desirable to collectors. Among these features are minting errors, die varieties, and pristine coin grades. Some 1980 Jefferson nickels have been discovered with dramatic errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, and die cracks. These errors occur during the minting process and create unusual and unique appearances on the coin. One of the most sought-after varieties is a coin with a strong double die on the obverse, where details like the words "In God We Trust" or "Liberty" appear to have been stamped twice, slightly offset, creating a shadow-like effect that is highly visible even without a microscope. In addition to error coins, collectors also highly prize examples of the 1980 Jefferson nickel that are in pristine condition. What is known in the numismatic world as mint state. Coins that are graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC can command a very high price at auction. In fact, the most valuable known example of a 1980 Jefferson nickel was graded MS67 full steps, referring to the sharp, clear detail in the steps of Monticello on the reverse of the coin. This level of detail indicates that the coin was struck with exceptional quality and has been perfectly preserved since the day it was minted. That exact coin sold for a jaw-dropping $68,834, making it one of the most valuable Jefferson nickels of the modern era. It's also important to note that coins with the full steps designation are extremely difficult to find, especially in high mint state grades. Full steps nickels show every detail of the 6 steps on Monticello without any interruptions or wear. The Denver Mint, in particular, is known for producing coins with slightly weaker strikes compared to the Philadelphia Mint. So a full steps 1980D nickel in high grade is a true rarity. So, what should you be looking for if you think you might have a valuable 1980D Jefferson nickel? First, check the overall condition of the coin. If it has no major scratches or wear, it may be worth having it professionally graded. Next, look closely at the steps on Monticello. Use a magnifying glass if needed to determine whether all the steps are clearly visible. Lastly, examine the coin for any signs of doubling, off-center strikes, or other unusual features that could indicate a mint error. If you happen to find one of these special nickels in your collection, it could be worth getting it authenticated and appraised by a professional coin grading service. Remember, condition is everything when it comes to coin value, and having your coin officially graded can significantly boost its appeal to serious collectors and investors. In conclusion, while millions of 1980D Jefferson nickels were produced, only a small handful possess the rare combination of error, high grade, and full steps detail that make them worth thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars today. The top auction price of $68,834 for a single 5-cent coin is a reminder that treasures can be found in the most unexpected places. So check your change. Look through your old coin jars and see if you might be sitting on a small fortune. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed learning about the rare and valuable 1980D Jefferson 5-cent nickel coin, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, share it with fellow coin enthusiasts, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting discoveries in the world of rare coins. Drop a comment below if you have a 1980D nickel in your collection, or if you've ever come across a rare coin in your own pocket. Until next time, happy collecting and good luck hunting for hidden treasures.